Hey friends, Chef Wainaina here. If you like me, I'm sure you have a favorite dish. My favorite dishes to go to are always curry. They are delicious, they are full of flavors, and today I'm going to do a goat curry that is so full of flavors. So for our goat curry, I have curry powder, garam masala, I have chili powder here, I have chili flakes here, I have garlic, curry leaves. These are very fragrant. They add a bunch of flavor to curries. I have one jalapeno, I have a knob of ginger, one carrot that I'm going to peel and dice, one yellow pepper that I'm going to dice too. I have tomato paste, about a tablespoon of that. I have tomato sauce, Worcestershire sauce, rice wine vinegar, cilantro. So this cilantro, I'm going to take the stems and cook with them, and then the leaves I'm going to finish them all the way at the end. I have the tomatoes here. I have one sweet potato here. So instead of potatoes, I'm gonna add the sweet potatoes to my goat curry. I have here in a bowl, this is a spinach, baby spinach. That one we are going also to add towards the end of the finishing of the dish. I'll go ahead and start prepping for our goat curry. The key to a good curry is the balance between the aromatics, the spices, and the heat that you add to your curry. They all combine to give you a delicious dish. Once we are done chopping here our carrots, our onions, our cilantro, and all the other vegetables, that will just make our prep. Just please remember to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment on this channel. It means a lot to me. Also let me know just the dish you'd like to see me make on this channel. So all the prep work is done. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to start cooking. To start on our goat curry, I'm going to put on a heavy gauge pan on the stove, turn the gas to medium high. I will add canola, about a tablespoon. I'm going to season. I have our goat meat here. This goat meat I got from my local supermarket. If you have access to the fresh goat meat from the farms, that's even better. So I seasoned it salt and pepper. So this goes into the pan. You want to hear that sizzle? So I want to brown this on all sides. This will take about 10 minutes. We'll check our goat if it's browning here. Yep, it's browning. So I'll flip all this to the other side. We are going to let that brown continue browning on the other side until it's all sides are completely browned. So as you can see, our goat is nicely browned on all sides. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to remove this into a plate. Nice and beautiful. You want that at the bottom of the pan every single time you are cooking. Browning is very important. So here we are building our flavor. So I'm going to add the onions. So what's going to happen, those onions are going to slow down the browning at the bottom of the pan because they are going to sweat. You can always lower the heat. You want to be careful. You don't want to burn the bottom of the pan because here that bottom of the pan is all flavor, and we need that to build onto our dish. So we are going to give these onions like 3 minutes to start sweating a little bit. So as you can see, our onions are starting to sweat. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add ginger and garlic. Going to swirl those around. Let those go just for a minute or so. So I'm also going to add now our spices. So remember, chili powder, curry powder, garam masala, and chili flakes. So those goes in. So here we want to toast the spices so that they start releasing the flavors into the dish. So remember layering. All we are doing here is to layer flavors. We are building layers of flavors. So the pan is starting to dry up a little bit at the bottom. I don't want to add any more oil. So at this point, you know, when this is toasted, we are going to add our tomato paste. So you want to toast the tomato paste also. When tomato paste is toasted, it gets nice and sweeter. So you need to toast that a little bit. You can definitely always add it at any time, but I prefer to toast it a little bit at this point. So this is good. I want to be careful with not burning. So at this point, what I can do, I'll add a splash of water here. So the water deglazes the pan and lowers the heat. So that's beautiful. I'm going to throw in a bunch of curry leaves here. They add a lot of fragrance to the dish. It's gonna smell this from afar. So what I'm going to do now is I have some tomato sauce here. I'm going to add this tomato sauce. I'm going to add some water. I will also add the Worcestershire sauce, about a tablespoon also. I'll throw in a splash of rice wine vinegar. So you always want acidity in food when you are cooking. It helps in balancing the flavors and lifting up some other flavors that might be. So I'm going to bring this to a boil, and then I'll put back our goat. So the goat, we are going to cook the goat for about an hour and a half. Until the goat meat is almost cooked. Looks a little bit tough, so you want to cook it for about an hour or so, and then we will add our vegetables at that point. So our pot here has come back to a boil. So all I'm going to do here is put back the goat meat. Goat is usually lean, so it's definitely a dish you wanna be careful with. So it tends to get tough. So I'm going to bring this back to a boil. I'm going to cover it. At this point also I can add this. This is the extra. These are the stems from the cilantro. So they actually carry a lot of flavors. I'm also going to throw in our jalapeno. So that will be the source of our heat. We need some heat in this. This is already looking very beautiful. So I'm going to let this come back to a boil. I will lower the heat to medium. Let it just cook slowly for about an hour. So it's been about an hour or so. So we are going to open this carefully. Oh, this looks good. This looks good. So all we want here is just to give the goat a chance to cook ahead. We don't want the vegetables to fall apart. We can pull out this stem at this point. It's done its job. So this is looking good. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add all our other vegetables now. Everything goes in. carrots, peppers. We are going to put in the tomatoes also. You'll notice I didn't cut the red ones. They are a little smaller. By the time this is fully cooked, they will have fallen apart. But we don't want them to like disintegrate. So I'm going to bring this back to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, we are going to check for the seasoning because you've noticed I've added a bunch of ingredients here. So we definitely need to recheck the seasoning at some point before it's fully cooked. So this one will go for about another 1 hour or so, or until the vegetables are fully cooked and the goat meat is nice and soft. So cover it, let it cook. So it's been about 45 minutes. Going to open this carefully. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. So the sweet potatoes seems to have, they are almost there. They've softened. Let's see. Yep, those are good. They've softened. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add a handful of spinach. This spinach, they don't need a lot of cooking. So all I'm going to do is just to nudge them in there. That's it. I'm going to leave them there with. So at this point, I can also do a little bit of a reseasoning because we didn't reseason the food. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this. I'll have those spinach just steam. That needs like less than 10 minutes. So I'm going to pull out the lid once more so our spinach has nicely wilted. So all I'm going to do here now, just fold it in. This is basically done. So the idea with these kind of dishes is long and slow cooking. You wanna once it comes to a boil, put it on very low. Let it cook. So as you can see, everything here is falling. The meat is just pulling off. This is good. Turn off the heat. We are done. This is a dish that you can enjoy with anything. I will leave it to you. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me what's your favorite side dish for this. As for me, this is good. So I'm gonna add my cilantro. As always, this gives a burst of flavor. This is a dish that has a lot of healthy components in it. The spinach, the sweet potatoes, the carrots, has a lot of vegetables. Usually a lot of curries is only red sauce. But every time I'm cooking, I make sure that I incorporate healthy ingredients into a dish. And you can also, I will ladle a little bit of this into a small plate here to taste. And there you have it, guys, our super delicious curry ready to go. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Watch for more videos. Thank you.